Salsa dance gone wrong. So last Saturday, my cousin Javier invited a bunch of us over for what he called a salsa dancing crash course. Now, Javier's the kind of guy who buys one fedora and suddenly starts calling everyone amigo, so I figured this was his latest phase. Still, we were all game. Who doesn't want to learn a couple of spicy moves and maybe impress someone at the next wedding? He even told us to wear comfortable shoes and warned us that things might get a little messy. In hindsight, that should have been our first clue. When we arrived, the living room was suspiciously bare, just a Bluetooth speaker blasting Latin beats and a suspiciously large amount of tomatoes, onions, and cilantro on the kitchen counter. Javier greeted us with a big grin and, before we knew it, handed out aprons instead of dance shoes. Before we dance, we must prepare the soul of the salsa, he declared, which I assumed was some kind of poetic metaphor. Turns out, it was just the literal instruction to start chopping vegetables. An hour later, we were all sweating, but not from dancing. My friend Morgan had diced an entire bag of jalapenos with her bare hands and was regretting every life choice that led her to this moment. Javier kept shouting things like "feel the rhythm" and "chop with passion," while waving a wooden spoon like a conductor's baton. At one point, my cousin Carlos tried to moonwalk across the kitchen, slipped on a rogue tomato, and nearly took out the blender. Finally, after we'd filled every bowl in the house with varying degrees of spicy salsa, Javier clapped his hands and announced, "Now, let's dance." But by that point, we were all too exhausted and our eyes were burning from straight onion fumes. It turns out, his idea of salsa dancing was just getting us to help him meal prep for his taco night. I guess you could say we learned the true meaning of salsa. It's less about the steps, and more about the dips.